I'm on a closed course, don't yell at me. Welcome to my Flying Wheels YouTube channel. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Today, I'm going to teach you how I made $10,000 over and over and over on a $1,500 car. Let's get started. In the YouTube world, my name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Welcome to my Flying Wheels YouTube channel. I own a car dealership, and today I'm going to teach you what a bait car is. Not a bait and switch. I hate bait and switches. I am not a car dealer that does bait and switches. I'll tell you what a bait and switch is in a little while. I'm going to teach you what a bait car is today. And if this video is helpful, make sure to subscribe to follow all of my car tips and tricks. First things first, that is not a bait car. People come to see that car specifically because they know they want that car specifically. So they show up, they know what they're looking for, they drive that car, they leave with that car. A bait car is something very, very different. And I am going to teach you how a $1,500 bait car can make you $10,000 over and over and over and over. So today I sold my bait car and I'm very disappointed about it. Now, I keep saying bait car. You want to just know what it is? I'm just going to tell you what it is. I have a few examples. So I sold 2 of my bait cars this week. Unfortunately, that means I have to go find some new bait cars. I'm going to stop saying bait cars right now and tell you what they are. So today I sold a 2005 Ford Expedition and a 2004 Mercury Mountaineer. Both super cheap cars. I've had them for a year. I've had both those cars for almost a year. So you'll say to yourself, Craig, how are you still in business if you're keeping cars for a year? Well, those 2 cars have brought in hundreds of customers to my dealership, and I'm not doing a bait and switch. Now let me tell you what a bait and switch is. My brother and I just went through this with a car dealer while he was looking for a GMC Sierra 1500 Denali crew cab. So last week we were at the auction looking for Escalades and GMC Sierra 1500 crew cab Denalis. We couldn't find one that he wanted, so we found one at a car dealership up the road. So we looked up the ad. It was pictures of it was a picture of the exact truck he wanted. Black on black, new body style Denali. Miles were right, price was right. Well, we get there and the truck is gone or misprinted or the ad is wrong.
Damn it! I thought we'd go to this dealership and find this one afterwards, and I would have given them their asking price because the truck was so nice in the photos. But come to find out, the truck doesn't even really exist.
I can't believe bait and switch is a real thing in today's era. So just for people that don't know, a bait and switch is when you throw the bait out there, you lure them in, and now we're at the dealership and they either don't have it or they say by accident I must have listed the wrong truck.
Convenient.
So they showed pictures of a different truck to get us here and they say, oh yeah, that's not here, but we have this truck.
Yeah.
So we got tricked. We've been bamboozled, as he said. So we called. Yes, we still have it. We went and looked at it, and guess what? That truck is mysteriously gone. But they have another 2013 that we should go look at while we're there. Hey, while you're here, why don't you look at this 2013? They listed that truck with different pictures to get us in the door. And then when we get there and tell them what we want, they say, no, we don't have that. But we have one that's older for the same price, or they actually had a newer one for more money. So now we're there thinking we're looking at a car that's not there, so they show us one that's more expensive, or they show us one that's older that's the same price. That is a bait and switch. You tell them the car is there, they come out, oh, I'm sorry, that car is sold, or you tell them it's the wrong car. It's lying. It is a blatant lie. It is a car dealer trick that no one should use. It affects the integrity of the business, and we already have a bad name. People already don't like used car dealers. We're used car dealers. There's a stigma to that name. Nobody likes being a used car dealer, especially when people are getting bait and switch. Nobody likes used car dealers, so don't do it. But a bait car is very, very different. Now let's use this Ford Expedition and the Mercury Mountaineer as an example. I have a beautiful 04 Mercury Mountaineer, 140,000 miles, leather, 3rd row seat, 6-cylinder, all-wheel drive. It's $1,800, and it looks amazing in photos. So everybody that wants this car sees an $1,800 4x4 with leather and the 3rd row seat. So they drive out here. Well, their expectations aren't $1,800. Their expectations are a $5,000 car for $1,800. So they're disappointed in the car, or it's not what they want. The car is $1,800. The car is an $1,800 car. It's exactly what it should be. But for some reason, people in their mind want more or expect more, so they don't want it. But they're already here. So while they're looking at, okay, if you don't want that one, let me show you my $3,500 Ford Explorer or my $3,500 Ford Expedition. Well, now they're here looking for a car that's a good car. The Mountaineer is a good car. It runs well. It's clean. And it's only $1,800, but it's not what they want. Well, now they're in the door, and I know they at least have $1,800. That would make a great down payment if you want to finance them, or potentially they have more money in their back pocket or their bank account. They can run to the ATM machine and afford a better car. So while they're looking at it, you can feel them out for what they want, what their needs are, what their requirements are in a specific vehicle. Let me get this. Geez, my new LED lights are really glaring. So you can feel them out for exactly what they want. Well, that Mountaineer might not be a good fit, but I can show you my Expedition that's bigger because it sounds like you need a bigger vehicle. So now they're here. I have sold Explorer after Mountaineer, after Expedition, because people came to see that 04 Mountaineer that didn't quite fit their needs. Now, if that one doesn't fit their needs, what are they going to do? They're going to keep shopping. So why not let them keep shopping at your car dealership? If I have an F-150, I try to have two F-150s. That way, if a customer comes and looks at one F-150 and they don't like it, I have a backup F-150. Now, you can't have 50 cars if you're starting your business out. I know that. But try to focus on the same thing over and over and over. Replicate your system. So if Altimas are selling and Camrys are selling, buy Altimas and Camrys. And when somebody comes and looks at an Altima and they don't like it, show them the Camry. Jump piggyback off each one. Now, like I said, it's a sad day that that $1,800 Mercury Mountaineer sold, because that thing has made me so much money. When people come to look at it and they don't like it, I can just piggyback onto a different vehicle and try to show them something else. But that cheap car, that what's your best price car, that as-is car that got their feet in the door, got them to buy a better vehicle for themselves. More money for you, better vehicle for them, win-win. So I had an 05 Ford Explorer, cloth interior, third row seat, but it was like a base model XLT. So people show up, they look at the 05 Ford Explorer with 140,000 miles. It's $4,000, $3,500, whatever it is. Not quite what they want, but they know they want an Expedition, and they know that it's kind of what they need, but not specifically that one. So they come here because it's the best price that they could find. So it's not the best car for them, but it's the best price. So got them in the door. Well, guess what? I have an 11 Ford Expedition, or way back there, I have a 12 Ford Expedition. So maybe an 05 Expedition isn't really quite the vehicle you need. Try to upsell them. I can get you in an 11, or I can get you in a 12 for not much more money, or we can use that money you were going to use on an 05 Expedition towards a 2012 and finance you for cheap payments. Now they're getting a better car, 7 years better, with the same mileage or lower miles for low payments with a big fat deposit, down payment. I do it all the time with Expeditions. I do it all the time with Escalades. So the older body style Escalades are cheap money. They're short money, but they're old, and they always have high miles. So now you know somebody wants an Expedition. You know somebody has a budget, but it might not be the car that they want. So they come look at the 04 Escalade. It's not what they want, but guess what? They start comparing it to this 07 Escalade. Oh, it has nav. Oh, it has DVD. Oh, it has sunroof. Oh, it's a new body style. Oh, it's only 10 grand. I'm here looking at one for 4,500 and it's old. I can get this one for 10 grand. Now the wheels start spinning. Oh, I want this one far more. So I got them in the door on a $4,000 Escalade. Whatever, my numbers are all over the place. I got them in the door at a $4,000, $4,500 old Escalade. Bump them up into a newer Escalade. Now they're in a new body style, lower miles, better vehicle, more options, more technology for not a ton more money. So today my Mountaineer left and today my Expedition left. And I was kind of bummed about it. Those cars grew attached to me. I've shown those cars 100 times total, and they just keep making me money. And yeah, they tied up money. And if you think about it, it doesn't make much sense. Craig, you had a car for a year and you never sold it. How many times did you show that car to people? What a waste of time. What a waste of money. It's not, because people come for the cheap cars. What's your best price? What's the first thing people always say? What's your best price? What's your best price? Well, that bait car is the best price. You know what? That's a cheap car. I'm not going to do a ton of work to it, but if you want a good car, I have those too. So here's the cheap car that you wanted. That's my best price. What if I gave you my best price on a better car? Check this one out. You didn't like the Mountaineer, but come look at this Expedition. Oh, you're here for the Expedition? You don't like that one? I have two others that I can show you. Yeah, they're more money, but they're 3 years newer. They're 5 years newer. They're 7 years newer. Price isn't significantly more. So I can get you in a newer car with better options for not much more money. Let's go check it out. Now, I don't want you guys to think that this is tricky. It's not. It's strategy. If the car you have isn't going to work for them, have other cars for them. Have backups. If I have one Jeep Grand Cherokee, I have a Jeep Commander to show, to compare. So when people look at that Jeep Grand Cherokee and it's not quite what they need, let me show you that Jeep Commander, and I'm going to show you that car. It's bigger, it's better, it's their flagship car for the same price. Everybody wants a Jeep Grand Cherokee. What if I can give you something better and bigger for the same price with the same engine, with the same options, for the same money? Now people move over to the Commander. So a Jeep Grand Cherokee will sell 5 Jeep Commanders for me. Now, I'm using this as an example. I use a lot of SUVs as an example because I sell a lot of SUVs because I'm in the Northeast. You can do it with minivans. You can do it with sedans. I'm going to go to my other shop right now and show you some Honda Accords that have made me so much money, and I've had these cars for way too long. Now, I'm going to try to guess and say what you guys are going to say before you say it. But, Craig, if they're here to look at a $3,500 car, what makes you think they're going to buy a $10,000 car? Well, maybe they won't, but let's take these as an example. So a lot of you guys are getting into the business. You're starting out in the business. Well, check this out right here. 01 Honda Accord, like 200,000 miles. I'm now at my cheap shop. This is where I keep all of my cheap cars. You'll see them all right over there. 02 Honda Accord. It's like $1,500, 200,000 miles. They come and look at it because they like the price. They want a Honda for $1,500. It's a good car, so they might buy it. But if that one doesn't fit their needs, guess what? 05 Honda Accord, 140,000 miles, $2,500. So $1,000 more, they can get that Accord versus that one. Leather, sunroof. Okay, $2,500 might not work. Well, guess what? Let's run over here. 06 Nissan Altima, $2,000. 99 Camry, $2,000. Inspected, cleaned, detailed. There's that Beetle I was telling you about way back there. I'm going to bring that to my other shop. If that one doesn't work, I have an 02 Mercury Sable, 102,000 miles with leather. If that one doesn't work, I have an 01 Toyota Avalon back there with leather and 160,000 miles. So that $1,500 bait car could potentially sell that $2,000 car, or that $2,000 car, or that $2,000 car, or that one for $2,500. That PT Cruiser, $1,000. Someone comes and looks at that for $1,000. They don't like it. Guess what? They might have $1,500. If they don't like that, guess what? They might have $2,000. That's how a bait car works. The cheap car. It might not be a perfect car, but it's a cheap car. And when all people care about is, what's your best price? That's my best price. Come on, look at it. But if you don't want that one because it doesn't fit your needs, well, I'll give you my best price on that one, or that one, or that one, or that one, that one. No. I have one last example, and then I'm going to call it quits for the day. Fiat 500, Volkswagen Beetle, and I have another Volkswagen Beetle at my other shop that I'm bringing over here tomorrow. So I have an 01 Volkswagen Beetle, like 140,000 miles, standard, leather. It's like $1,500. I'm going to bring it here. It's not perfect, but it's only $1,500. It's a cheap car. It's going to get people here. If they like it, great. If they don't, I have an 08 Beetle with 70,000 miles. So that $1,500 Beetle is going to sell my 08 with 70,000 miles. And you know what? If that doesn't work, this little rinky-dink Fiat 500, 2012 Fiat 500 with 92,000 miles, now these people have 3 options, all under $5,000. So yeah, they went from $1,500 to $5,000, but you're going from an 01 to an 08, an 01 with 140 to an 08 with 70,000, or a 12 with 90,000. So you're getting significantly upgraded because all you're focusing on, all your customers focusing on, let me start that over. All your customer is focusing on is price. You have to get price out of the customer's head. They're always just thinking best price, best price, best price. Best price doesn't always mean better. It doesn't always mean a better car. It doesn't always mean a better value or even a better fit for that customer. So sell them on why another car might be better for them than the car they're looking at. It's not always about best price. Best price does not mean best value. Guys, if this video was at all helpful, I hope you start buying yourself bait cars. Do not do bait and switch. Do not be the used car dealer that bait and switches people. But having a bait car to get people in the door is helpful. Oh, this compressor. All right, it's getting late and I've given you all of my information for the day, but before I go, you know the game. Oh, shoot, I might have given away. What am I driving? And I'll give you a hint. It's not the Corvette. What am I driving? Comment down below if you can figure it out, and I'll... Oh, shoot, I might have just given it away again. All right, everybody, if this video was at all helpful, do me a favor. Make sure to subscribe to get more tips and tricks in the car dealership world, or just subscribe to get more entertainment in car life and car knowledge. Guys, I'm pouring my knowledge out to you for free. Do me a favor and subscribe to get more car knowledge for yourselves. I'll see y'all later. Adios. Have a great day. Grind hard and go make some money. Adios, everyone. Yeah! I'm on a closed course. Don't yell at me. Welcome to my Flying Wheels YouTube channel. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Today, I'm going to teach you how I made $10,000 over and over and over on a $1,500 car. Let's get started.